Bro, I just turned off my camera. What the freak is going on with my hair, bro? This is post Rock Lee stream. First things first, guys. I will never be a drama channel, okay? And there will never be drama around me. Now, someone's gonna play this clip back when there is drama around me. But let me tell you my stance on drama. Drama happens in my channel and someone attacks my community. You're done. You're gone. It's happened before. You don't know how long they lasted? Once I found out, I gave them like 5 messages. You know what I'm saying? To them to cry and admit what they did, and then they were gone. I don't care who you are. You could be a best friend. You could be whoever. I could be dating you. If you do some crazy stuff in my community, you've shown a true color I didn't know existed. You're gone. You're done. Simple as that. I found a new breakdown video. Courtesy of, I'll say it if they want me to. I gotta ask them. I haven't asked them yet. I was just mid watching this 3 minutes in and something shook my brain cells. I had to react to it. But yeah, I'll never be a drama community, but I do work with these people in this space, on this YouTube space. And so it is very important that I give my 2 cents on situations happening. So you guys that I know have been exposed to this drama and stuff know where I stand on it, because I know I will be a voice for some of you people. The 2 things we're going to be looking into this video. I am an outside looking in, okay? So unbiased party, whatever. 2 things I'm gonna be looking in this video, 3 things maybe, and I'll probably forget them as I'm reacting, but pay attention to this for me. Watch Orange's video. Camila apologized. This apology happened 3 months ago from what I've just searched up. This apology sounded genuine and sincere. It also sounded as if they really kicked Vera out of their life and away from them. No way to be able to contact them again, and also kicking them from the server, I believe. Now, with this happening 3 months ago, keep in mind, keep in the dates, it's 2023, you feel me? This happened right at the beginning of the new year. New year, new Camila, maybe. Any of these messages that is before that date, I'm not gonna worry about them too much. But, don't let that slide you. I am a man of principle. I told you guys about this before in the reaction I did. 3-strike system. If Camila has repeatedly said she's removed this person from the Discord and they get back in repeatedly, it's an issue. If it happens 1 time, okay, whatever. If it happens 2 times, that's an issue. If it happens 3 times, I'm not gonna believe your apology. So that's what we're looking for here in this reaction today, and we're also gonna see what else pops up. And it's also crazy that this was Camila's boyfriend. You'll see. I'll react to some of this. Like I said, 3 minutes already. You're gonna see what happens, and it's crazy that it's her boyfriend doing this. And it's almost like what I said in my last reaction, how her issue, she doesn't know how to accept her friends have done something wrong. Like, if she has a friend, she's a ride or die to an extreme degree. Like, they could do something horrible and she's gonna forgive them. Where does that come from, bro? It could be like her parents have done something crazy, bro, and she always learns to accept them and still follow them, bro. Like, something she learned along in her life where, like, someone does something extremely bad, but she just sticks with them anyways. Almost like an abusive relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you get a girlfriend or boyfriend and your only excuse is they can change, you know what I'm saying? They can change, but they never will. If you kick them out of your life, you are a constant reminder, a lifelong reminder of what they did, and that it is bad and they can never get back from doing something like that, and they should learn how to start fixing it, you know what I'm saying? So my policy is, if someone does something bad, kick them out. Don't ever allow them back in. If they decide to change for the better eventually, good for them. They can live their life of being a changed person with someone else. It's not gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? That's my policy of it. Let's see what has to go on. Hopeless Peaches is the creator of this. You guys want to watch the full video all throughout. I may skip some parts I don't know yet. Link will be down in the description. Shout out to them. Let's see what's going on here. People could be lying. I'm taking an unbiased view, bro. So if I question y'all, don't get mad at me, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there.
To coax these kids into a false sense of security. When Crystal Flame was 13 years old, they brought them into a chat with himself and Camila Cuevas and asked this kid to be his wingman to get sexually explicit images from his then girlfriend, Camila.
I have extreme desire.
And this is nasty. If y'all want to pause the gosh dang video, you can pause it. This is disgusting. I don't want to hear it. I skipped it when I was just watching it just now. I don't want to hear it.
Fight off problem. I've been fighting it off
Dude need to go to jail.
The world on my shoulders until we get truly together, or what? You understand it.
13-year-olds, by the way. What the freak is wrong with you, bruh? Why the freak you even have to invite them to say that, bruh? Did you think he was flexing somehow to Camila? And if so, why the heck would that be a flex? What the heck y'all got going on, y'all freak nasty mother suckers?
How could
Not right, bro.
No, I'm certainly uncomfortable just reading this. But for fuck's
Age
sake,
count too.
this
Check
very
this.
intimate and
Check
sexually
this.
charged conversation took place around a minor.
Check the age
Crystal
count.
was brought in with a direct purpose of making the chat more sexual. With that knowledge,
And if it wasn't a direct purpose, that was the first thing that mother sucker said. Okay.
Camila, who was 20 years old at the time,
20.
should have
Camila is 20. She hitting that boomer age. Camila, you hitting that boomer? Hey.
then allowing Veer to be in group chats with minors as young as 12 years old.
Red minors, blue B minor? What? Huh? Oh look, there go that boy Straylock.
As Camila stupidly and dangerously made
Hey,
literal
shout out to Straylock. They be showing me some love. I please hope there ain't no drama around Straylock.
children moderators for her server, which, by the way, never do this. You're a scumbag if you do. In this chat, they would continue to be openly sexual with minors, with people like audio designer Straylock
Crazy.
and main
So guys, while I was reacting, completely went off the fact, like just completely forgot about Straylock being involved. I really want to touch up upon that right now. I said much love, shout out to you, Straylock. He was commenting on my videos and stuff, and as you can see here, I'm looking at my comments and they're no longer there. This sparked some concern. I just now did this research actually, and you know, I was like, okay, what the freak? Why is he not here? Did he change his name? So I put in his you know, what I'm saying, profile name. It should always pop up even if they change their name, you know, as long as it hasn't been too long. And I just can't find it. I can't seem to find it at all. So, you know, I'm putting the channel, blah, 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 not finding it. So I have the idea to, you know, go to put his name in there. And if he's mentioned in the comment section, the video will pop up. Or in the description, I mean. So I find him in the description, click on his channel link. The channel has been deleted. Now, just to make sure it's not any, like, old account or anything, I go look at another video, check. The channel has been deleted. So this drama could have gotten to Straylock. It could have, easily so, and they wanted to delete their channel because of it. I don't know. I feel like we're not gonna hear too much more about Straylock after this, but he was in his group chat. That means he didn't know about it. And GG, that's insane. That is insane. And he's either going by a new alias now. I don't know. Well, he's got to be right, or he's just stopped content altogether. But that's crazy to find out.
Crystal, I'll wear a latex mask that looks like Michael's face and make you call me daddy as I break your hip in 3 places with a
Now, correct me if I'm, you know, I'm saying wrong, but didn't they just say this was a group chat? And you're seeing this being said in a group chat and no one's saying anything. Straylock, you didn't say anything. Camila, you didn't say anything. What the freak is going on, bro?
spreading
This dude
my
is, nah,
fecal
bro.
matter
If
across
this ain't
both-
enough to tell, how was he not banned right here and now? That is actually insane. Actually insane, bro. How the heck are you friends with someone like this, by the way? Is this how they normally act? And you think they joking? He's just joking. He's just joking. He's just joking. He's just joking.
Our faces, you little boy.
This is stuff Camila knew about from 2015.
Weirdo, bro.
Unacceptable and downright disgusting. You were in both of these chats, and both adults. You sick fucks. During these Skype chats, they would also admit to Crystal in private the fact that he and another member, who was also a minor by the way, would watch on the side to judge the underage girls to bring them into erotic roleplays, and in the end settled on a 14-year-old girl I'll dub as Victim B.
Okay, so back when I was with L, we RP'd a lot. But B would commonly join in for the 3-way. Because of that, I knew pretty much all her turn-ons and I fulfilled most.
Ah! 13%, what? This dude's freaking disgusting. Oh, I hate people like this, bro. Put him in jail, bro. I hope his life is miserable. This is what I'm saying, bro. When this dude was crying from the orange video we saw where he's like, oh, I want to do this and want to do that. I'm not going to say it because, you know what I'm saying, video can get taken down. But you know what I'm saying, bro. The orange one, he's like, oh, I'm so depressed. I'm going to do this and that and that. I'm like, bro, that's your punishment, bro. You a trash human being.
She wanted to join in the RP.
I hope you somehow change. I don't see how.
Was she blunt about it, or did she give off little hints?
Well, one of my big things was always so Al and I kind of watched the other female members.
I feel bad for ever had a voice act this
judged who would be. At first, she just.
In 2019, they would confess to another individual I'll go over in a bit, Artie-chan, that he has seen most of the Glitchtale ladies and would make sexual comments about said minors with Artie. The fact that Artie...
This is a dude that got no chicks in school.
She's also seen pictures of this minor
Goodness.
is an extra level of fucked up.
Really over here bragging about that. You're disgusting.
In the same conversation, Veer also confesses more directly to sending and receiving nudes from a minor, with him trying to dismiss this action.
She was 16 in the age of consent. I know dang well you live in USA. And 16 is not old enough. And especially if you like 20 something, bro, 16 is mad weird, bro. Mad weird. Even if you was in a place where it's legal. That's mad weird, bro.
Calling the age of consent in the UK, despite this grown man
Is the age of consent in the UK? What the freak, bro?
grew up in the US, was 25 years old,
UK.
and this girl was only 16.
You okay?
By the way, you have to be 18 to be sending erotic images. Alongside that, he also confesses to seeing another
He's just smart,
minor
huh?
who was 14.
I know she was too young, but she was 16. Much her.
Crystal and the other minors affected came together to discuss.
I know how disgusting that man is. I'm skip some of that.
For two of them to come to Camila about all of this. To cut through the crap, Camila Cuevas already knew about at least some of Veer's sexual acts towards children since 2015, as she was an active part of the group chat between herself, Veer, and 13-year-old Crystal, as well as the little Glitchtale group chat that... fucking wild. So, did she have a change of heart? In July of 2020, a victim I will dub as B sent a file of evidence and a letter to Camila Cuevas about how they were used by Veer.
Crystal.
After this letter was received, Crystal and Camila had a conversation about what had happened to them. For context around this conversation,
Oh yeah, we saw this message before. This is back in July 27th, 2020.
Crystal and Camila had a conversation about what had happened to them.
2020.
For context around this conversation, I'll share parts of the letter. Anything else, I'll try and blur out. I'll go straight to the point. The person I'm talking about is Veer. As you may know, he's one of the horniest motherfuckers I know. The beginning would be when he first broke up with Veer and he went afterwards with Elle. Their relationship was very weird and confusing to me, and at some point I got too curious. Please remember that I was around 14 when this happened. The best I knew about the no-no thing was that it needed a pee-pee and a woman. Never had the talk with my parents. It fumbled into me being in a Skype chat with them, and just them doing some no-no roleplay with each other.
My kids ain't getting a phone until they guys dang 8.
Filthy fucking observer.
Hold on, no.
They would want me to participate
16.
sometimes, and I felt pressured to do it, since they put their
They don't
trust
get one of them bumblebees or whatever you call them, bruh. Lady, but I don't know what the heck the phone's called, bruh. But because of people like this online, bro.
in me to be there, I guess. But back then, hell, before him and Elle, he would often confide things to me. His problems, his worries sometimes, his anger, but most importantly, his suicidal thoughts to me. So it hurt a lot to see someone I deeply cared for in this state. Because of this, I was heavily worried.
People love using suicide as like a peer pressure to get someone to do something, bro. It's crazy, bro. I've learned to just like, bro, you done this crazy thing, bro. If you really need help, don't try to get it from me. Get it from a professional. I can't help you, and you definitely never helped me.
To stand by and not help there. He started while
I got more people that are actually sad that I can help than to worry about you, bro. When you were doing all this crazy stuff,
with
go get your own help at a professional. I'm gonna help the people that actually want and are good-hearted people suffering in this world, where they gotta worry about people like you.
Elle to ask for special favors, always after saying how down and terrible and most often suicidal he was being. Those favors are exactly what you think of, but back then I believe sacrificing parts of me to help him was worth it if I could remove those suicidal thoughts. Afterwards, you and him got back together. I was very happy because I thought it was just a thing with Elle, that my fear was just overthinking and he would stop. Next thing I knew, I was stuck in the same position of listening to him and then him asking me to do things and taking pictures of it. Afterwards, he started inviting other people from the squad, doing some very extreme truth or dare games. Later the game was, the bigger the implied favor he asked. We were kids, we didn't realize what was happening. That letter is absolutely heartbreaking. I have to admit it had...
So this is 2020, so Crystal would be 18 at this point in time because she's 20 now, right? I'm keeping track of age because I'm keeping track of how much you could craft this into a story, right? If it was a lie or not, you know what I'm saying? If this was all made up. You can't craft those gosh dang... I mean, you can Photoshop it, but I don't think no one was Photoshopping those gosh dang dates and everything else. And then Camila also admitting is the point. So if all that junk is true, you know damn well those Veer messages are facts. So
tears.
There's no way this is getting crafted and splendid up.
The monster who did this should honestly just burn in hell. After this was received, the following chat transpired. I think it's pretty important to hear it all, as I personally don't want Camila or her mod staff calling foul play or saying I'm taking things out of context. I assure you, The snippets of this chat previously public look far worse in context than out of it.
Just to make sure, just
Far
in
worse
case
in
you haven't,
context.
you've read the long letter, right?
Nope.
Huh? I'm confused now.
They told me about the text letter and what it was about, but I haven't personally read it.
Ah, thank you, okay. It's not the first time my friends hid things from me. It makes me think I'm dumb for not noticing it myself earlier. For this, I can explain. We didn't speak up about it because of fear of losing our roles, and nobody, when I
here it
noticed
is.
it wasn't fear. It was something just which was kept quiet for a long time.
I'm not even angry over the situation itself. I'm sad that my friends don't trust me as much as I do with them, but it do be like that, I guess.
I do
I don't know what I just said, but it do be like that, I guess. No, that's crazy. Because you got someone that was a victim and they're just like talking to you about it, you know, worried and stuff, and you're like, it do be like that, I guess, bruh.
It's just something which got more entangled over the years, and it was getting harder and harder to say.
Feel like an idiot.
I feel like an
I
idiot.
mean,
You're not. Why would you know? Legit, we all kept it hidden. Like, I didn't even know about what happened to the others until 2 weeks
This
ago.
is in 2020,
it was the dirty
mind
truth
you.
of our group,
2020.
which nobody wanted to say out of fear. You did nothing wrong.
I know it just feels bad because it's not the first time and it probably won't be the last.
I think the mods coming together with this letter, it'll stop him. I hope.
I've always shown nothing but support to you
if
guys,
this is
and
legit,
still no one
if
sees
this
me
is
as somebody
legit
to vent about
text
things.
right here.
Now, I feel awkward for forcing you all to interact with each other all the time, thinking it was all rainbows and sunshine. I just want people to get along.
They continue after a break with...
Can I ask you something?
It's
How many...
back to what I said back then. This is in 2020, though. I shouldn't speak too much on it. You guys, if you watch my previous reaction, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, you know what I'm saying, you're best friends with someone, and you see them do something crazy, and you just ignore it because you're best friends. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, oh, you know what I'm saying, whatever. That's not my best friend. I don't know why they did that, but they'll fix it up.
which
And you let it continue going. Or in this case, boyfriend, so toxic relationship. They did something crazy, and you just ignore it and go on, and you know, think everything's sunshine and rainbows.
people knew about this whole thing?
To my knowledge,
Now,
5
it's
and
either
10 will know
that, or
about
she just
it,
doesn't
if
care, and she
something
just wants
happened to
people
them.
to talk in her community.
Who?
That
Care
I
what they're
cannot
free
say
on.
without their permission. Sorry. Some don't want to be known, they just want to move past it. They have my word. The ones I'm allowed to
Facts.
say are me and B.
You know what?
What?
I'm not mad.
I know you're not.
Far as I'm concerned, Veer could have dated the whole mod squad behind my back, and I still wouldn't be mad. What really pains me is that I was made a clown of, that my
It seems like Camila's coming from a point of when she was dating Veer, and she's not registering the fact that these were young kids. Like, she's more upset that Veer was being weird with, you know, kids and stuff, as if she was being cheated on, instead of the fact of what he was doing with those kids. Like, she's selfish in a point, you know what I'm saying? Being selfish to a point.
my mom always told me that online friends and IRL ones are different because you get to know them
And this IRL to online, I already spoke on it, stupid line, you know what I'm saying? You can get very close to online friends as well. The only difference between online friends and IRL friends are that online ones can ditch you a lot easier than IRL ones can.
better,
It's just about the amount of time you spend with someone that really matters, whether how close you are or not.
and I'm salty because I think she might be right, that's all.
Please explain?
I was made a clown of, you all knew about this.
Also, how Camila turns this into a her problem, you know what I'm saying? When in reality, Crystal was the one upset, and then Camila turns the tables and makes it to where, oh, you know what I'm saying, she's the victim, you know, like, she was the one that was hurt, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Almost like she's trying to tell Crystal, like, you should be more worried about my feelings of being betrayed than you should be worrying about your own situation, which is like, what? Is that something a gosh dang leader of a gosh dang Discord channel should be saying? Come on, Camila.
Everyone but me, and I acted as if everything was rainbows and sunshine between everyone, when no, it
Also, I don't
wasn't.
want to be like an
Not
enemy
everyone.
of
Like I
Camila,
said, only
if she
5
did
out of
change or anything.
19.
I'm not saying all stuff to like come at her or anything, but like I'm just speaking my mind, being reasonable. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you refused to tell me who, so here we are. I'm doubting everyone, now I don't know what to think about anyone.
Camila, they have my word.
Good, I don't have yours, nor anyone's. I don't know who to believe anymore. All I know is that I'm disappointed and still don't know who I'm disappointed with.
Camila, we came to you in the
Okay.
end, didn't we? I know we should have done it sooner, but you need to understand these topics and the things which Veer did caused a lot of pain.
Because everyone keeps secrets from me. You did, B and Artie did, after months, years? I don't know how long this was a thing. No one tells me shit.
B was back in the Skype days,
Tough.
Artie was midway Discord days. Camila, do you want to know why I didn't say anything about myself? Because I'm still disgusted with myself with what Veer made me do in Skype. When he tried to make me ask you for sexual images to send him. I still hate
That's
that moment,
crazy.
even to this day.
What
I
did
wish
she
I
say
never
about
let
this?
him get into my head and made me
What did she say
think I
about
was
this?
doing the right thing. I
What
was
did she say about this?
15 when that happened, and I've regretted it ever since. I didn't think you would see me in the same way, and I've tried to make it up to you.
Because keep in mind, let's not forget, Camila said stuff like this has happened before.
By lying and not ever tell me? Why would I be mad at you for that?
Because it was disgusting, and at the time, I was always unsure on how to bring it up to you, just to apologize.
Like I said, I can't care less about the whole issue, and you got
Quick reminder, guys. I know I laugh a lot in this reaction, okay? And it's not a laughing matter. The situation isn't at all, to be serious about it. But it does make me laugh to see how stupid people can be in this world. And Camila is being very stupid right now. Ah! What the freak? I can't care less whether you guys are still my friends. Camila, so you just said, like, I can't trust nobody. Now, no one who's talking to me, I can trust them. I can't trust them. I can't trust anyone. So, Camila, why do you still push to say, oh, we're all friends? If you truly cannot trust anyone, ban everyone. Not really, though, but you get the point, bruh. If you want to keep saying, I just want us all, you guys are still all my friends, and then you're also going to say, I can't trust anyone, those ain't friends, Camila. And if you truly did not know, which you said things have popped up like this before, so obviously veers onto some weird stuff, and there's been screenshots that I'm sure you've seen and some proof, ban him. Simple as that. Simple as that. And if you really don't have just the mental capacity to keep up with social stuff that be happening like that, if you really can't do that, you're going to have someone else moderate your chat, actually moderate it, get down to some of the detective stuff, and just stay out of it, bruh. Honestly.
I'm just disappointed on the fact that it's not the kind of friendship I thought I had.
I would like to develop our friendship, Camila. Like I said, we just need to talk more. I'm sorry that I didn't
Still
speak up
complaining.
before.
Don't bother. Like I said, I'm not mad or angry over this. You've apologized already. It's just like learning about something that was already there. I just wish it wasn't that way.
We all do.
And I don't mean about this situation.
Oh?
I mean about me putting too much trust and faith on everyone, so I'm going to take a step back and to rethink about a few things that I do.
No, you just gonna take a step back. That's all you gonna do. you just gonna take a step back. That's all you gonna do. You ain't gonna rethink anything or do any investigation. You just gonna take a step back, hope it dies out. You know what I'm saying? And then come back in and realize nothing's changed. And that's why this drama has went on for so long.
Sorry we made you feel this way.
If you're gonna make a community, bro, you have to manage it. You have to manage it, bro. You have to manage it. And if you don't want to manage a community, don't make one. If you're not gonna put in the effort to get mods or dedicate mods or anything, don't make one.
I imagine so. I still don't know what to do, but I'm gonna put everyone in the bag for now.
This conversation still angers me, no matter how many times I read it. So how about we break this down, shall we? 2 people out of 5 who've been preyed upon finally got the strength to come forward to an adult woman, a woman who knows Veer personally, mind
An
you,
adult, which
about
is
the suffering
crazy.
they went through. And she's more mad her child friends didn't spill the tea earlier, saying stuff like, they could have dated the whole mod squad behind my back and I still wouldn't be mad. Paints you in a bit of a sick light. Your flippant attitude.
I don't know, but like, if she was mad like at the kids, if Camila was mad at the kids, I think she was mad like at just everybody. That's all my thoughts on that. But I'm gonna let Peaches continue. Go ahead, Peaches.
It's so disgusting. Plus, I have to ask, you're 27 years old, so why are you friends with so many kids anyway, to the point of you bitching when your precious friend group is falling apart because
Wait,
your
she's 27?
partner can't keep it
Didn't you just say 20?
yourself?
Wait, so if she was 14 and then now she's like 18 at this time, that's 4 years. I thought Camila would be like 24.
Jesus Christ, get friends your own age. Miller in contact with prison mate Luke and Hotbox so she could spread lies with her homeboys about me. With that connection now cemented, Crystal came to Luke and Hotbox in January 2021
Oh, I like
to
that
let
profile
them know
picture,
about what
Crystal.
happened to them and other minors, due to Camilla dismissing this all as dating. With this new threat, Camilla jumps on the preemptive and bans Veer.
Oh yeah,
I
she did
just
say
heard
that,
about
didn't
this
she?
whole issue of you accusing the mods and admins of horrible crap, and I did my research about it all, and now I fully understand what transpired between B and Ver with the text and all. I understand why you were too enraged with him, and given all the horrible crap you've dealt with, I can only imagine how painful it was for you. First of all, why don't you talk to me about these things? If you feel like the mods or
Shut your mouth.
admins were protecting Veer from this bullshit, I would have acted before. None of the mods or admins knew about this whole issue.
So this is one of the occasions where she's accepting that she's seen something. She's accepting that she's seen a leaked DM. This is one of the occasions Camila's accepting that she's seen one of the things. Let's see what happens.
I've talked to B, and she confirmed the details about it. I went ahead and banned him from the GT Discord server because I can't let these type of things slide.
Okay.
I have to stop here.
Now, I do know I am acknowledgeable. There goes my vocab. That he gets back in sometime as a green name.
We're ready to just, like, process how many lies are packed in only half a message. Reading this after just showing you all the long back and forth of Camila straight up saying she doesn't care if Veer dates these minors. I can't with this bitch.
As I explained to my mods just now too, every single one of you...
Oh, so what Peaches... Why am I saying Bubbles? Mother sucker. What Peaches is saying is like... What is her name? Hopeless Peaches. Okay, there is nothing with Bubbles. Why am I saying Bubbles? Something's giving me Bubbles. Is it Peaches blonde hair? I don't know. Ah! It is! No. Omori. Bubbles. Oh, I thought that was the one character. Who's the character in Omori that has got the blonde hair? Okay, never mind. Who am I thinking of? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no. What Peaches is saying... Ah, freak it.
You guys is important to me, and there are things I just won't let slide. One...
Oh, what Peaches is saying, how how Camila said she didn't care when she was talking to Crystal, and then all of a sudden when she makes a public statement, she sounds like she cares so much. And Peaches makes a good point, because you can say, like, yeah, Camila should know, and probably did know that, like, the child stuff was not good to be going on. But she also was the one that also dismissed it when Crystal brought it up, so GG.
About the details of how it all went down because she felt embarrassed and ashamed and was being vague about it, but it'd have been so much easier if I knew before. If out of the other accusations and rumors spread around that you've said, I'd love to see them so we can clarify them all and I'll deal with them accordingly. Also, editing this back, funny enough, the text of the apology that Camila did, low-key sounds like she's still a little mad at the fact that Crystal didn't like bring it up earlier. She's like, if only you guys would have said this earlier, this or that earlier. But like she tried to cover it up in the beginning because she was like, I can only imagine how like hard it's been for you. You know what I'm saying? But then after she says that, she's like, if only you guys would have said this earlier, or did this earlier, blah blah blah. It's like you can almost tell like she still can't even get the words out to like truly put blame on herself for not noticing the situation or like not taking action sooner and whatnot. She kind of just like lets it go on like she didn't know anything at all and this and that, like at all. And you know she's seen the DMs before. So it's like, bro, come on now.
With this act of holy righteous justice, prison mate Luke and Hotbox...
I wonder how much people came out to her, by the way.
...topic. You would think this would be the end of the chapter, as this message, outside of all the context, sounds good, right? Well, no. There is more to this conversation that should be...
Did she say Veer's name in that text, by the way? Yeah, and Veer. Okay, so she called them out.
Okay,
the tinfoil hats, lads, as go. There is more to this conversation that should be shared. Forget the tinfoil hats, lads, as Camila just outright sounds like some supervillain.
Okay, first I want to make another thing clear. This proof you have about the things he did are not your right to share with anyone.
Also, take note of this. The same day Camila made that post is the same day she sent the message we're about to see right now.
The thing clear.
Outright sounds like some supervillain.
Okay, first I want to make another thing clear. This proof you have about the things he did are not your right to share with anyone. This is something only the victim can share so they're not exposed. It's none of your or my business.
Which is crazy to say. I would have said, oh snap, can I speak to this victim personally? You know what I'm saying? And then when I spoke to the victim, I'd be like, oh, camera turned off. I'd be like, hey, do you have these screenshots as well? Can you take a picture real quick? You know what I'm saying? Give them a quick time limit. Bop, 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 bop. They send it in quick. You know it's facts. You know it's factual. It's a real thing that happened. You know, just some light detective work if you really care about your community. You feel me?
This whole thing immediately throws me, as Crystal himself is a victim of Veer, and yet you will notice a trend of Camila dismissing this fact. Crystal is a victim.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Crystal can ask for help to expose their abuser. It's got no...
Every time Crystal's been coming out, bro, Camila's just been crying about her own situation.
Nothing to do with you.
Well, one of the things you said was that Veer did this to multiple people, to little
almost
boys.
Like she's annoyed, doesn't really want to respond to Crystal, but feels that she has to.
And goals.
B and me, I was cis back then. He talked sexual to a 14-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl. I'm quite sure Hotbox, why the fuck is Hotbox here? I lived in a world for a minute Hotbox whose name wasn't in here. Ah, it was a good world. I'm quite sure Hotbox sent you the Skype messages, so you've got to see where I'm coming from. In no way did Veer ever ask me for nudes, I never said that. But he was still talking about his cock and sexual ideas with a minor.
What? Okay, first, Crystal, you cannot share this issue with anyone outside of the ones concerned.
You cannot share this issue with anyone outside of the ones concerned. Why not? Tell the world, motherfucker. Honestly, tell the world. Get this man canceled. For real. Why not? Like, are you her lawyer? Are we about to go to court right now? And you cannot disclose this information. We can use it in court. Like, no, that's not what's happening right now. We caught him. We don't need to catch him off guard. We ain't got to prove anything to a judge. Let everybody know. This is for the people to know.
Oh, no, this is what I
You
faced.
gotta wait till you get to court to show it. This is court.
I faced this, so I'm fully allowed to share all those Skype messages.
Wouldn't he joke about that to all of us? Sure, it was.
Dang, you made Crystal have to come back at you too. Coming at you with that thing like, oh no, this is what I faced. I'm allowed to share this, mother sucker. You made Crystal have to say that to you, Camila?
It's in poor taste.
Camila looking at me like, oh, Divine Lee, I'm gonna copyright claim all your gosh dang reactions. All they can do is claim it though. They can't strike me. I followed their policy of putting the watermark on my screen, bruh. Freak.
Ah, so now you're saying you already knew about all this and was present when it happened? What happened to only...
Wait, what? I didn't get that
Faced
last part.
this, so I'm fully allowed to share all those Skype messages.
Wouldn't he joke about that to all of us? Sure, it was in poor taste.
Ooh! Peaches, you smart mother sucker. I'm starting to like Peaches, I ain't gonna lie.
Ah, so now you're saying you already knew about all this and was present when it happened? What happened to only just finding out?
The way Peaches said that too, she liked the tea. She liked the tea. You know she does, bruh. You know she liked the tea.
Again, surely Camila must be misremembering. So Crystal shares the Skype messages that we have seen and...
Yeah, him talking dumb crap about this was indeed in poor taste.
Oh, never mind. Camila remembers this clearly. Classy Camila. I personally don't know how anyone in their right mind would find being sexual with minors funny, but hey, at least I know what tickles your funny bone, you goddamn degenerate. I guess because Camila finds him so gosh darn humorous, she allows Veer back into the server. Luckily, I was able to ask a moderator of Camila's and found out she let him back only 5 months later. In
the next 5 months to this, I privately told Veer to seek professional help. For him, that time was spent owning up to what he'd done and making the decision to become a better person. Okay, did he actually go to see help? I bet he didn't. Only after he proved to me he had made an effort to better himself. How did he prove? By apologizing to those he hurt. By owning up to what he did. Get professional treatment. Okay, so he confirmed it. Was it a week, a day? I let him back into a private channel in the GTC Discord, where his close friends, which were at most 25 people, he didn't have... Who are his friends? What's up with that? He didn't have permissions to see General or any other part. Okay, so, look, you tried, right? You put him back in there and you said, he won't be able to speak in the General. I'm just going to let him talk to the friends he used to have. Honey, look. Think of your Discord channel as a building. And this man had walked through that building doing the stuff he did. And you open the door back up to this man and let him back in. He may not be able to go to the section of the building where he did what he did, but he's still in that building. That's going to make people in there feel a certain type of way. So why not have him stay out of the building forever and get his friends that he had, if they're actually his friends, to go into a group chat with him or something. Make your own gosh dang Discord channel with them. He should do that. He should invite them, and they would join if they actually cared about him. Why not do that? Why do this? What the freak are you doing?
5 months.
Just have him make his own Discord with his friends, and they can join in there. It doesn't have to be Glitchtale. Why the freak does it have to be Glitchtale?
Later, Crystal, who had been banned shortly after coming out about Veer, about this predator being back in the server.
I like how
chose to
Peaches
be
made this.
Camila. When asked why
One of
Veer
the-
is
one of
back,
the
she
best
begins with a
informative
straight
videos
up
I watched.
lying to the victim of his abuse, stating he isn't back. Then quickly gives up and admits Veer is back with a basic everyone role. The server dubs Greenie, stating she's done her due diligence because he's not a moderator anymore.
This was in 2021.
Then, Camila starts acting like Crystal is being weird for, shocker, being worried about a predator being back. This vile woman just reacts in the
Right.
most juvenile and despicable manner by just telling Crystal to get over it.
Yeah, it hurt a lot of people, and people move past it too. You're really stuck in the past there.
You're really stuck in the past there, bud. Okay.
and some of
But what if it was you, Camila?
us are more
But what if it was you?
forgiving
Your childhood. You know what I'm saying?
than others.
And I know there's a post Orange did where Camila was talking about her childhood and blah, 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 this and that, bro. But, like, once again, every time Crystal brings up something, Camila makes it about her. Like, she's the one suffering. Camila, you got one job. Ban that man. Don't let him back in. Your problem's solved. Buddy.
Others as well.
The fact that at the end of this, Camilla refers to Veer as one of her best friends actually sickens me. This is after all the scandals.
Because that means they still talking. But once again, timestamped it. 3 months ago, Camilla said she never talked to Veer again. But once again, don't forget, first strike just happened. They got 2 more.
Chats. All the evidence of him preying on minors after the letter by her other best friend, victim B, had sent her detailing what he did. Vile. We later found out Camilla still, despite being told numerous times about his predatory actions, was gaming with Veer until the 1st of November of 2022.
Freaking League of Legends. Freaking disgusting. I talked about this in my last one. Freaking disgusting.
Ew. When this was called out by myself and Crystal Flame on Twitter on
That's how it is, though. In denial about your best friend being a dirtbag, and you just can't get yourself to get them off of you. You're just used to that abusive relationship, I guess.
November 6th, it
Crazy.
seems Camilla pulled out one of her usual tricks of dropping him to protect her image. This caused Veer to freak out and contact Crystal, and we got him into a call. Here
So they're all rhyming with Camilla's name, I guess?
are a few highlights.
Oh,
Was
shoot.
it that?
Oh, they recorded this.
Oh,
They got
yes,
this man.
yes. Sorry.
Okay.
They go by 2 names, yes.
Then I was not aware that they were under the age.
Okay. But you confirm that you were at one point in a relationship with them.
Yes.
Okay.
With that person.
Yo, that
You hear this man smiling low key, bruh? Like he gonna get away with it? You hear that? Yes. Yes, I do.
person, the
With
other
the
person you
L.
weren't. Yes, the L person you were, and with the B person, you got images of them when they were a minor, correct?
I did,
Multiple.
yes.
Oh! Voice proof! Voice proof!
Okay, Leo Peaches, you need to help me here.
14?
Do you think I
Okay.
feel like
I
missed anything?
wanna ask a question, Veer. How old are you?
I'm currently 28.
Okay, so you're 28
This
years
man's in
old,
court.
and
And you didn't get an ID. You that old and you didn't ask for an ID. You knew. You knew.
it started in 2015. Correct me if I'm wrong, Crystal.
2015, to my knowledge, it could have been before that, but Veer made me a mod in
Oh, is this Crystal
2015,
talking?
so these events could have occurred before, but I would not be aware of it.
You would go on, say,
I feel like I'm in court right now.
with another person, Artie. If I remember right, she had a pretty big crush on me once upon a time. And another person, I used to do stuff with her too. Artie would be like, wow, no way. And you would say, I know she was too young, but she was 16 and the age of consent and stuff. I don't know. We didn't think about it too much since it wasn't IRL, but I mean, she's seen me and I've seen her at this point.
This group of like, yo, Camilla and this goon be talking about IRL, online. Mother sucker, treat it like it's life. Like, what do you mean?
Because Truth or Dare will do that.
Truth or dare will do that. You're freaking
So you got
stupid.
images of people, correct?
I only know I got images of one person.
Well, in this situation, you've definitely said that you've admitted that you've got images of this person who you also knew the age of.
Can I be informed of which person?
This mother sucker, he's on the stand. You on the stand?
L and B.
One person being
Okay.
16 years old at the time.
Ooh, Peaches, don't. Yo, we know what you said. We know what you said. Don't let him get the thought to retract his statement of what he just said, bro. Don't give him the chance to go back. Don't.
I was not aware of the L person's
See?
age. I
See, look, now you
promise I
backtrack.
thought that person was
What
older
age?
than they were.
Older than they were. So he said like he sounded like he was about to say an age number, but he couldn't think of one, so he just said older than they were. I'm on Detective Lee case right now, bro. It's going down. It's going down.
For B, I do admit I had images of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's what you, when you got into this chat, that's what you knew you was going to admit to.
They were underage.
So here's my question.
See, Peaches is mad. You can hear it. She kind of mad. She like, and they were underage. Like, she coming at his neck. She had to chill out a little bit, bro. He was about to say the truth.
For you, Veer.
All of it.
And Crystal, if you want to interrupt, don't even ask. Just do it. This is your rodeo. All right. Why are you trying?
I like this. I like this moderator right here. This guy, he's a good guy, right? I hope.
Must now, after years, reach out to Crystal. I'm on the edge of my seat here. What is it?
Well, I found out that many of the people have been named today, such as...
Many of the people. Many of the people.
I'm trying to organize my thoughts. I apologize.
Oh, he sounds so gosh dang guilty, bro. He sound like he's sweating. He's sweating. Like at first, when he thought he had things controlled, he was smiling at the beginning. You remember that? Now things are getting controlled. Peaches is applying that pressure. Peaches is applying that pressure. And now, also, don't get my energy mixed up for me joking fun the situation. I need to really make that clear.
I see.
But she applying that pressure.
I see.
This is very serious.
I found out that many of the people I believed about Crystal may have been lying.
And you now discover this after you've been removed from Doofus Dork's friend list.
Because, yeah, from Camila Cuevas' friend list, because I've just been informed, or not just, I think it was like maybe 20 minutes before you messaged me, that Camila finally dropped you. Which I wish she did so many years ago.
Camila finally blocked him. Okay, Camila.
I find out that people finally got through to her to be like, you should not hang around with a sexual deviant. And after that, you come out to me going, oh...
Who talking? This the homie for real, bruh! Hey!
Crystal, I need to reach out to you. I need to speak to Crystal. You see how convenient that is? 20 minutes after.
My question for you are a couple here, Veer. Now,
20 minutes after she get... Right? Let me hear that again.
Years ago. I find out that people finally got through to her to be like, you should not hang around with a sexual deviant.
So
and
blocked?
After that, you come out to me going, oh, Crystal, I need to reach out to you. I need to speak to Crystal.
Oh, wait, this is Crystal talking. Oh, my bad. My fault. Get in the voices with everything.
You see how convenient that is?
So, 20 minutes after man's been blocked, now he's going to Crystal because he's like, oh, dang it, I lost my bestie. Mother sucker. You're caught.
20 minutes after.
my question for you are a couple here, Veer. Now that you finally decided to grace us here at Senate with your presence.
20 minutes after, finally, after Crystal had to say so many gosh dang times to Camila what the freak was going on, finally, this man said something.
First and foremost, how long were you talking to Camila after she kicked you out of her server?
This is deep. It's actually deep.
I don't believe I spoke to her for...
This might be the truth here.
2 months after I was first kicked.
Talking about recently.
So that means, yeah, that means recently they were talking,
yes.
Oh, incredibly rarely.
You'll play League of Legends with her, yes?
I believe we played one match trying to salvage our friendship.
So Camila, through it all, from what I can tell, wanted to be not that this is, you should do this, but forgiving, seeing, you know, if they changed maybe.
Wait, hold on.
But then Camila blocked them. Interesting.
On whose behest was it trying to salvage the friendship?
Mine.
Yours. I don't believe this, by the way. On whose behalf it was, if you two agreed to meet up, I don't think it matters. That's a dual effort right there.
Yours. So Camila knew what you did, actively now multiple times, and still was okay with you having an attempt at salvaging a friendship via a video game.
Now this is tough. This is a tough question to ask. The obvious answer for him is going to be like, no, she didn't know or something.
Well, that's really all we know.
Why is it nobody can find your address?
Hey, yo, what the freak? Are you trying to hunt this man down? Hold on now. Come on.
Because I'm technically homeless.
Shut your gosh dang mouth. You was not playing League of Legends and you homeless. Get the heck out of here, bro. You probably live with your parents.
Technically homeless. What does that mean exactly?
It means I live in friends' houses.
Friend do you live with, Veer?
I'm not telling you that.
It's fine, because I heard you got a phone call a little while ago, right?
This man is.
I got several.
Huh? Who do you think the first
Or they are going at it.
Voice is very familiar.
Very familiar. At this point, all I had to do was hand your phone over to the police when I get enough information to forward it to them properly, because I need to get in contact with the rest of your victims and compile a lot more information. Does your friend know that you've diddled children?
He's going full force. At this point, I don't think, or they are going full force. I don't think they care if Vera leaves right now. They got the bag secured. So now they just applying the pressure. They don't care anymore.
I believe so.
Listen to how he's smiling now, though, because, like, he's not intimidated, right? He thinks for the fact that they don't know his address, you know, he got it. So listen to how he smiles.
So this friend of yours knows that you have sexually harassed children, and they're happy to house you.
I don't believe you care about anyone's justice.
Really? I care about them. Tell me.
Not the people I've hurt.
Now it's a
who I
fight.
care about. I want to hear it.
I think you care about you.
Vera right now is self-reflecting right now about how he only cares about himself.
So what am I getting out of this exactly?
You're getting quite a bit of popularity out of it seems.
Am I now? Who are
Notice how Vera is also smiling as he says this, thinking that he's got him in the loop.
you talking to exactly? Do you know?
I had never heard of you before because I don't look into these things, but...
Oh, so how am I
apparently-
getting popularity out of this?
I need to get like a standing
Well,
desk.
several people are. A lot
but
of
who
videos
am I,
being
though?
made out about it. They're getting a lot
Who am
of
I, though?
attention.
But who am I? Who am I exactly? Have I done a video
I
on it?
expect you to be one of those people that have made a video.
Have I?
Nope.
By the way, I told you while I was making this video. Let's keep it clear. Vera's a dirtbag, and I think everyone should make a video on him. And if they get views, so be it. We need more eyes on how trash you are as a person.
I don't think I've
be
made a
honest.
video on this. I'm primarily a cartoon and toy reviewer, buddy.
Oh,
I
well,
just have a moral
Hey,
compass.
stop to the
because what I
cartoon.
had been
hey
doing
there,
for
buddy.
the past 4
You and I
years.
had similar interests in the past.
Listen. Hey there, buddy. See, look. And he's still smiling while he's saying it, by the way. He thinks he's buddy, you know what I'm saying?
Except that it stops at the childish things instead of going into children themselves.
Yeah. Don't disrespect their, them coming at your neck, Veer, for you making them mad. Because no, what's really happening is they got what they needed to know, and now they just letting you know how trash of a person you are. So you can smile all you want and laugh and talk, you know what I'm saying, like with a smile. But you've already lost, buddy. You've already
But
lost.
that is not the only predator Camila Cuevas has kept friendly with after realizing what kind of person they are. No,
Multiple?
this is a pattern.
Multiple?
Artie Chan, also known as Isabel Maria Gomez, was another moderator in the Glitchtale server and Camila's friend. Artie would begin f***ing Crystal when Crystal was 15 and Artie was approaching 19. Artie knew Crystal's age and would go as far as to lie about their age to her parents to try and sound less gross. You know, less gross. Now, an age difference of 4 years isn't super long, especially compared to the difference between Crystal and Veer. However, there are
True.
2 factors at play here we should understand.
Okay, tell me.
Artie was asking Crystal for nudes, something that would count as child pornography, considering Crystal was under the age of 18. 2, based
What
on
do y'all
our
think about this
call,
one?
I
4
wouldn't
years?
trust Artie with telling us their real age. Artie would be explicit towards Crystal, going as far as pleasuring herself on call with them and encouraging the kid to partake. Artie would also hang
What was the age again?
at play long, especially compared to the different.
Because 4 age is like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes. What age was it?
No.
Because if it's 14 to 18, GG. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy.
An age
bruh.
difference of 4 years isn't super
I'm literally in high school, about to be a senior, and you're still in middle school, about to graduate. That's kind of crazy.
long, especially compared to the difference between
That's
Crystal
crazy.
and Veer. However, there are 2 factors at play here we should understand. 1, Artie was asking Crystal for nudes, something that would count as child pornography, considering Crystal was under the age of 18. 2, based on our call, I wouldn't trust Artie with telling us their real age. Artie would be explicit towards Crystal, going as far
Oh.
as pleasuring herself on call with them and encouraging the kid to partake. Artie would also hang around the server made by another Glitchtale moderator, Polite Viking, the one who
this is cursed, bro. This is cursed, bro. All this is just cursed, bro. This is cursed, bro.
hang around the server made by another Glitchtale moderator, Polite Viking, the one who hosted sexual truth or dare games that Veer had mentioned previously. In said server, Artie would make gross comments towards children as
Hold on, go back to this one, bro.
the kid.
Oh, this is like in 2017. Oh wow, so Crystal was young.
Artie would also hang around the server made by another Glitchtale moderator, Polite Viking, the one who hosted sexual truth or dare games that Veer had mentioned previously. In said server, Artie would make gross comments towards
14,
children
15,
as young as 13 years old, talking about their sex drive. None of this needs to be speculated about, however, as I had a call with Artie-chan myself along with Lio Convoy. I brought her into the Senate Discord server on the 21st of October, and Artie confessed to a lot. You made a post today.
Peaches is doing her thing, bro. I need to get some water. I'll jump cuts when I get water. Gosh dang. I ain't gonna lie. The fact that this happened, like, to Crystal twice is kind of crazy. Some kids, like, don't have, like, a parental figure, and it's nothing bad on the parents sometimes, that can really drill into their kid's mind, like, all this knowledge at once that they need to know to avoid these type of people, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, the parents can only do so much sometimes. And when people take advantage of kids like this, bro, it's disgusting.
You made a post today about the allegations.
Peaches over here had like a milkshake before she started talking. That thing came up good.
Crystal sent
I
your
feel that.
way.
Yeah, happened to me too. Lactose intolerant.
Allegation
Wait, shoot, hold on.
Crystal sent your way.
Oh wait, never mind. That was her saying Never mind, my bad. That was someone saying I thought. Continue, bro. Goodness,
about the allegations that Crystal sent your way. Allegations of.
Wait, do I have to read this? I'm currently 22. I lied about my age a lot in the past. Oh wow, and which is when I was first. In 2017, I was 17, which is when the statement appeared when I said those things. And Crystal was like 14, right? But if they said there's a 4 age difference, then that means Crystal was 13 and then you were 17.
Allegations.
At that point, your parents need to be on you. If you're 17, you think it's okay to do that? What the freak, bro?
Of sexual conversations between you and a 15-year-old at the time. You're now claiming in your response that you've been lying about your age this entire time, and you were actually a minor at the same time.
Not right now. I'm not a minor right now.
No.
I was a minor at the time.
Do you have proof of your age?
Yes.
Can you send me photo ID, please?
At the moment, I'm not at my house, so I can't take a picture of it.
Everyone carries their ID on them, by the way. If they're not at the house, you should have your ID on you, depending on where you're going.
And it seems...
Ask her where is she. If she says a friend's house, alright. If she's on like a business thing, you know what I'm saying?
Artie, that you've been hiding a lot of your information, and a lot of it. Veer's been doing the same thing, and we both know why Veer would be doing that. And then you've been caught being sexual with 2 minors, and all of a sudden your age is completely different.
So what Peaches is saying that they weren't 17. They were actually older. And if that's the case, then it's like, oh dang. Because 17, like, you still kind of young, but it's still crazy. But you as young, you 17, right?
And you've done nothing wrong.
Hold on.
But you've done the same scrubbing that another predator's done.
17 to 13 is crazy, though.
Did Veer tell you to do that?
He didn't tell me anything.
Alright.
Veer over here coaching? Veer coaching what he wants to be the next generation of people doing this? Now that I got a headband, I can cover my wrinkles.
I'll put this from an objective standpoint. And you tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
From a sane person's perspective, you knew, or, well, let's say around Three
This is-
predators, all in close proximity. You knew about 2 of them. You did nothing about the one that you knew of, and you are now dating the other. Do you know how that looks on you?
Dating.
Bad.
It also looks extra bad when we've got DMs upon DMs upon DMs of you getting nudes from a minor.
Peach is about to get the proof without actually getting the proof. That's what's about to happen.
You were being 18 at the time, and now suddenly after being called out, you're saying that you lied about your age.
I already said that I lied about my age before that, though.
Artie, do you know who I am?
No.
My name's Lyle
better learn
Convoy.
today.
How you doing?
You better learn today. What's your name? Say your name, please.
No.
My name's Lyle Convoy. How you doing?
Lyle, motherfucker.
Hi, I'm
So.
good. How are you?
I could be better. So you and I are gonna have a
One of
chat.
my favorite lawyers, cuz.
Hi.
First and foremost, I have been involved in predator hunting for 4 years now. It is a very irritating job. It is very frustrating, and I have.
But you know, like, you the one to do it, you know what I'm saying? You know you good at it, you know what I'm saying? I don't say you enjoy doing it because it's not like you enjoy finding those type of people, but you definitely enjoy catching them and getting them on the seconds out of sight.
One cardinal rule I ask of anybody that I work with, communicate with, or talk to. And that rule is, no matter how bad it is, no matter what you've done, do not lie to me. That is my rule.
This mother unzipped the guy's dang detective board in that mother. He about to put that junk out. Start pulling out the notes.
It is my golden rule.
Yeah.
And I do not abide by people breaking it. Now,
Who's breathing in their mic like that?
Rosie,
Peach, is that you?
child here, did not state having such a rule. So I'm going to ask you some direct questions. Why did you lie about your name?
Because I don't want people to know my...
Wait, child.
Having such a rule. So I'm going to ask, not abide by people breaking it. Now, Rosie, my child here, did not state having such a rule.
Wait, so this
So
is
I'm
me
going to
just
ask you some direct questions. Why did you lie about your name?
Because I don't want people to know my real name.
Oh, so now we have the truth. Why did you scrub your real information?
Because I had people trying to dox me before.
You're an adult, yes?
Yeah.
You're not at your home right now, are you?
No.
Why don't you have your ID, Isabel?
Because I didn't bring it.
What adult leaves their home without their
Because I
ID?
didn't bring it.
Well, I always forget my things when I'm at my work, so...
She's at work without an ID. My bad, that's on me. I think she meant she left it at work, which is also capped though, cause like you got when you leave work, you know what I'm saying, you go on the road, you drive, whatever you do, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have your ID, and it's probably gonna be in your wallet, and you don't leave your wallet at work. Even if you did, you go notice, go back and get that motherfucker. You didn't have to just occasionally leave it just this specific day. You feel me? What's up? Talk to me. You're at work without an identification of who you are. Where does she work?
I'm going to ask you this. If you are going to tell me the truth, because if I find out later that you've lied to me, it's going to be so much worse for you. Because you don't know me, and you don't know what I'm capable of, and you don't know what I'm willing to do. When
Okay, Leo, a little bit too much pressure, bro. They gonna turtle up, bro. It might work on her,
I
though.
find out kid has been hurt.
Okay.
Did you lie in this call about your actual age?
Yes.
Ah! He did it! That mother-sucking tactic actually worked. I did not think it would. He used it on the right person, though. Leo, you got my commitment, bro. You got my commitment, bro.
What's your actual age?
23.
Okay,
Why
can
are
you fact
you
check
running
that?
around telling people that Crystal has a habit in the past of going on the dark web to find child porn? Is this to discredit Crystal's information?
No.
Then why?
The
Because
heck?
that's a lie. And you and I both know
She
it.
admitted it.
She what?
She admitted it.
Did she now? Did she now? Because here's the thing. Crystal has been investigated by the police. Crystal has been in 100-something
Oh,
therapy
dang.
sessions. Crystal also currently has a child. So if there was child being compiled onto Crystal's computer that was not their own, because they sent them to you by your requests. And do not lie to me and tell me it wasn't, because I also have that entire chat log. I have seen more than enough.
No, it was.
Leo is so consistent with his dialect. It's hard to even tell if he's like saying something that like is like a half truth to get them scared. You feel me?
Stuff from me. It was they did that onto their own like will.
I know they did it on their own will, but they also did it by your request.
I didn't ask them to look for things in the dark web, and I have proof of them.
I never said you asked them.
She almost said send, and she slipped up and slipped it to dark web.
Things from things from the dark web. I said you asked them for nudes.
Well, they asked me for nudes too, and I felt like
you were an adult. You were an adult. You were an adult. You were an adult.
We both asked each other for our nudes.
She didn't deny that she was an adult. She didn't deny that she was adult. That 13 to 17 don't matter, right? If I'm keeping with the same lineage of what's going on here, right?
Thank you, but I also know you're still trying to frame it as though you're equally guilty. You were an adult. Yeah, Crystal dicked up by giving you stuff they shouldn't have. Crystal's parents should have kept a better eye on them, and Crystal should have had the wherewithal to not.
I kind of wanted to say that, like, this whole thing, because, like, it happened twice. I kind of wanted to say that, but, like, I also said what I said, which is, like, it's up to us, the older people, you know what I'm saying, when their parents are either too busy or whatever it may be, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, bad or good, you know, or bad or just, you know, sucks, you know. It's up to us older people to get a handle on that, you know what I'm saying, keep people in check, keep these youngins in check.
Not interact with an adult to that level, but children can't consent. You were an adult.
Crystal
like
would come to Camila about Artie's predatory actions towards him in 2021. Considering we all know how awfully apathetic Camila was towards Veer's actions, we know how this went.
So, have you ever noticed the anger and hatred I've had for Artie and Veer has been very similar?
Yeah?
Well, Artie is caught on to bits and she's panicking now and removing chats from mine and her PMs. I was planning to come out with all the stuff she's done to me in a week, but I've noticed she's removing messages. This is what it is now. She's removing messages.
Deleting horny mess.
It's almost like Camila's getting mad that they're finding out like multiple people, right, too now have been predators pretty much. And she's finding this out through the same person and it's getting annoying.
Messages?
She was being
when she should be getting angry at those people and that Crystal for, you know what I'm saying, exposing
sexual with me at age of 15 and asking for images at age of 15 when she was almost 19.
I mean, even though she was 19 there, she's technically a child, to me at least.
In the UK, it's 18 here.
Her mental maturity doesn't exactly represent her age, I've noticed. I fucking hate this screenshot so much, oh my god.
Crystal would continue to explain to Camila about how this stuff still wasn't okay. For context, Crystal literally went to therapy for their sexual abuse, something Camila was aware of. So when Camila knows this and treats this change of heart as something bad or something to debate, it's wild to me.
Yeah, but you said I love you back to her, and we're all ooh-woo and already thought you two felt the same. It was only when you came back that those feelings changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what I'm trying to say?
Artie was eventually banned from the Glitchtale Discord server, but not for the reported sexual messages and voice calls around minors, as Camila states right here that it...
She has not only been my team, but is currently discussing taking Artie out of my team permanently, and not because of whatever transpired between you two. Wow. She had to make that clear. That's
literally
crazy.
didn't factor into the decision, but instead, eventually for the large amounts of lolicon Artie would create of Camila's kindergarten-age character. Funnily...
Oh, really? Oh, really? And you still not gonna listen to Crystal when they be saying that? Not she, but they.
Enough art that Camila herself knew about early before her 2022 ban, and encouraged it. So, at this
If I get pronouns wrong, I apologize, by the way. I apologize.
point, we have a pretty clear picture of how Camila operates. Multiple minors were preyed upon, and Camila sees this as nothing more than jokes and dating. A victim of child predation comes to her for help, and Camila shames the victim for not having the wherewithal to not reciprocate sexual messages when they're literal children. She was aware of everything that happened in the Skype chats with Veer, and she shrugged it off and defended it. Veer, Artie, and Camila Cuevas are all disgusting people who do not care about the safety of minors. Veer and
As far as I'm concerned, Camila doesn't care. I ain't gonna say she's just on their same level. But if you ain't gonna take action and get them out of there, bro, for the reasons that matter, like... And then inviting Vera back, of course. You're very negligent, bruh. Very negligent.
Artie are horrible self-confessed predators that shouldn't be allowed around children, and Camila defended them because she did not care about kids, she cares about herself. All of this was swept under the rug for a long time, but as you know...
When she says she cares about herself, I can't even say anything to really dispute that, because every time Crystal brings up something, Camila turns it around and starts crying.
Crystal came out about all of this on October 14th and called out Camila for her gross negligence and defense of predators. With Crystal coming out about all this, Camila has made 3 public responses, so let's go over them now. With Crystal's first thread posted...
That's true, it was sloppy, bro, because the only apology that was good was the very last one she did.
Calling out Camila Cuevas, Camila jumped immediately to the defensive. Veer was banned from the Glitchtale Discord server on the same day as the thread releasing, and...
So this is the second time he's been banned. If he comes back again, it's iffy. It's iffy for my thoughts on Camila.
The next day, Camila made a hasty response on the form of a twit longer. I'll say right now, it was awful, full of lies and half-baked explanations for all the stuff I've gone over so far. So, strap in.
Hi, there's some things that aren't true here. I'm just going to say a timeline.
It's a good thing they voice acted these, because I would not listen to it otherwise.
Of what happened and why I made the decisions. When I learned what Veer did, I was just as shocked as everyone else.
Wrong. You immediately knew what Veer did. You recalled it pretty well when Crystal brought it to you and dismissed it as jokes, remember?
True.
The first thing I did was banned him from the server and lent my full support to the victim.
Maybe she was shocked when she fully accepted it, maybe? I don't know. But then, like, you still said you weren't that shocked if you invited him back into Glitchtale in a private little channel, though.
And asked them how they wanted to handle the situation.
Wrong. When you were confronted, not taught, about Veer's actions in July of 2020, you victim blamed the children and cried more about not knowing the gossip earlier. You didn't...
Well, at least from what I remember from this video, they completely didn't even care what Crystal had to say.
Ban him, the first.
And they were just like, why the freak are you telling me? Like, why are you talking to me right now? Like, I posted that for you. Like, hold on now. Crystal's not a victim?
Time until prison mate Luke was told of your inaction, and then unbanned him after.
In the next 5 months to this, I privately told Veer to seek professional help. For him, that was spent owning up to what he had done and making the decision to become a better person.
Didn't we just see this part, bro, in like the beginning of the video?
Screenshots? No, sorry people. Camila will never show any evidence for her claims. Get used to this. Anyway, a person suffering with a paraphilia...
Because she doesn't care that much. She's been like negligent through this whole thing, which is what I've been saying, bro. She just doesn't care that much. So she don't care for screenshots, she don't care for all this and that.
Yeah, can 100% get therapy and help, and I would stand by this. But Veer is not a non-offender wanting to better himself to protect the kids around him. He is a predator that has preyed upon 5 kids. No amount of therapy for him is going to give the justice for others. Though, don't worry, I know why there is no screenshots, because I spoke to one of her moderators. Let him speak.
He's become a liability for the server, not the brand.
Brand, server, I don't care.
The server's about to leak into the brand real soon.
He became a liability to you guys.
If it gets bad enough.
That's why he got banned?
Yes, that's why he's been rebanned, and that decision will not be reversed under any given circumstances.
Why was it reversed to begin with?
Good question, Leo, good question.
At the behest of the victim.
The behest?
At the behest of the victim.
The behest of the victim. A single grooming victim that, hate to tell you, this grooming has a bad tendency of giving somebody Stockholm Syndrome. Do you have any evidence that Veer had done anything to correct his actions?
I do not have any of that on hand.
This mod's starting to sweat now. Leo starts talking, they say. Starts kicking up. Better get ready.
I don't
all
think
of that information. All that information is from Veer, but I do know him.
You know him?
And he's not going to be willing to do that sort of thing.
Of course not. You know how I know he's not going to be willing to do that sort of thing? Because Veer has done so much screwed up stuff and is so terrified of the police getting to him, he's tried to scrub his personal information from the internet as a whole.
Only after he proved to me he made an effort to better himself by apologizing to those he hurt, owning up to what he did, get professional treatment, etc., I let him back into a private channel.
Wrong. So first, screenshots? I haven't seen any record of this nonce getting any form of professional help. Plus, what magical doctor zapped out his love for abusing kids in only 5 months between his ban and return to the server?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, all this crazy stuff that happened, bro, it takes a while for people to change. Like, a good amount of time, bro.
I can give screenshots of my own, however, to prove this apologizing to others crap is untrue. Yo, Crystal, did Veer ever reach out and apologize for grooming you?
Nope. But he called me a psychopath to Artie.
Interesting, isn't it? Because then, Camilla, you rolled 2 lies in one. VidToon was not just allowed back into a private channel, you said in July of 2021 that he was a greenie, which gives you full access to the server. I'll let your own moderator explain that lie to you.
It's like they called Crystal a psychopath because once Crystal, like, snapped to, like, realization of what the freak's going on, you know, reached out to someone about what the heck was going on. He's like, dang, my manipulation didn't work quite well. They must be a psychopath. You're a psychopath, bro.
He was only given Diamond and only Diamond, which has access to only 2 channels.
That isn't true. Because I've seen the logs between Camilla herself and Crystal, where initially when Crystal asked in July why Veer was in the server, Camilla turned around and said, no, he's not here, he's banned. And then when Crystal turns around and gives confirmation that he's in the server, she goes, well, he's not going to have any mod power, he's just going to be a greenie like a normal role, and, he's barely there anyway, but he doesn't talk.
Dang, my hair looks crazy. Yeah, what's crazy about that whole thing, too, is, like, she's like, no, he's banned. Almost like imagining that Crystal's not going to be smart enough to figure out that he's in the server still.
Not much anyway. And I have been in your server, I know what greenie means. It means that he's got the general access to all channels.
Ooh.
Not just one specific tiny little club.
That policy was changed.
When?
I think that was...
Hey, Mod was quick to answer that the policy was changed, though. I don't think he's lying. Because he answered that like that's something they did when he got in. Like, they took some type of precaution, but all in all, he shouldn't have gotten back in there at all.
Closer to the New Year's Eve. I'd say probably like November, December.
And why was that?
Oh, dang.
I'm not sure.
And why was Camilla lying to one of the victims to say that he was banned when he wasn't?
Go ahead, Mod.
I cannot say.
I let
you in a tough position, Mod. You in a tough position, my
him
boy.
back into a private channel in the GTC Discord where his close friends were, which were at most 25 people.
Wrong! You can't simultaneously say you only let Veer around his close friends and say they were 25 people, because, Camilla, in December when you finally restricted his access in the server, you allowed him into chats that contained minors. I ask, why do you and Veer keep hanging around children? Do you think that's normal for a 27-year-old woman? Considering what you find to be jokes, I don't think you should be around so many kids, personally. You're not-
She was 27 in 2021, bruh? Dang, Camilla like 29 years old now. Dang.
Not to be trusted. Plus, Veer confirmed these weren't his friends, so, you lied again. Camilla keeps running her mouth on Twitter, and I would like it from the source. All those people in those chats, were they your friends?
Which people?
People in the Diamond chat, the trusted chat, all that bullshit.
Most of them know.
Most of them know. Okay, thank you for that.
He didn't have permissions to see General or any other part of the server, and he never would again. No matter how much he changed, I had no plans.
I told you, bro, it don't make sense, bro. If those were really his friends, why not just invite him to a separate
plans
chat?
To let him interact with the
Yikes. It seems like Camilla's just dodging it off to the side like it doesn't matter.
Community again.
Wrong. Veer was actively engaging in the public Discord chat.
Boys will be boys type vibes. I hate that junk, bro. Take gosh dang action,
Till
brother.
December 2021.
That dude is weird.
And was interacted with 25 members of your community, including minors, after that fact. You restricted his access years after knowing, and a year and a half after being confronted. So yes, Camila, I guess there is a video out here stating that you did endanger and continue to endanger children. Oh,
I endangered minors, I guess. My goodness. Like, she just doesn't care, bro. She just doesn't care. She doesn't think it's her responsibility to care, even though she made the server herself.
I guess there is a video out here stating that you did endanger and continue to endanger children. Oh, whoops! Where did that scream?
When was this? This was in 2022, and you responded like this, Camila. Bro, I really want to see progress, that you become better, Camila. Please show me progress, bro. Please, bro. Please, Camila. Please, bro. Can't wait for the hour-long essay of how terrible of a person I am. Camila, bro. Like, yes. You know for a fact you look horrible with the things you said. You know that's a fact. Turn it around. Quit holding on to that thing like oh, ha, ha, ha. They gonna put this on me, that on me. Say something then. Say something then. You got a whole Discord channel. You ain't even social like that, bruh.
Continue to endanger children.
You keep sliding stuff off, bruh, and then when something get brought up, you just put it on you like it's your... Look, like right here, bro. Can't wait for how long as a terrible person I am, bro. Like, once again, you complain about yourself.
Oh, whoops. Where did that screenshot come from?
His ban never ended.
Wrong. His ban never truly began, or else he wouldn't have had to ban him on October 14th, 2022. Now would you?
I didn't let him back into that private channel to sweep things under the...
Oh, big IQ. I guess. I don't know. It's above me, but it seems
rug
like
or
it.
try to pretend things were normal.
Correct. Finally, an honest answer. You banned him for a few months in January 2020.
Even though if this was the first ban, though, it would count as a strike, too, if he comes back in after this.
21 to sweep things under the rug. You let him back in your server because you wanted to keep your bestie around.
They can never be normal again after what happened.
I don't know, Camila. You find it pretty easy to continue gaming with this child predator, literally as I'm scripting this video.
I just believe that
November
people should
6th,
be able to get a piece of their
2022, bro. That was like 5 months ago.
Life back if they wanted to right their wrongs and become a better person. People need friends.
This was 5 months ago. Keep this intact. Keep this intact. This was 5 months ago. 3 months ago, she made that final apology. 5 months ago, they played LOL. They commented and asked him in a voice chat, what was that you playing League of Legends with Camila? He said it was to try to rekindle a relationship, meaning they wasn't talking that much, okay? So this could have been the breaking point where Camila could have finally realized that I gotta drop it, bro. I gotta take action. I gotta stop. I gotta quit crying about my own issues and my own dilemmas and whatever the freak going on with me, and actually be a leader in this community. Take the gosh dang stand against this dude that's being weird, even though they're my best friends, which they definitely shouldn't be at this point. This could be the breaking point. 5 months could be the breaking point. Let's see.
To get them through dark times.
Yes, and all of his friends are either gay or children, according to him. So tell me...
That's crazy how all your friends is that, bro. What a freak. What a freak. Children, bro. What a freak.
Again, how these children are supposed to fix a predator.
Also, I want to make it clear that Crystal's ban was related to how they were treating the mod team, and it's completely unrelated to Vare's mess.
Wrong again! You banned Crystal from the server precisely for that reason, and unlike the Predator...
Shout out to Crystal for speaking up, by the way, about all this.
Crystal's ban never lifted. You want to know how I know this? Because, again, unlike you, I have screenshots.
Speak up, everyone. If you a victim, speak up, bro. Speak up, bro. If Crystal didn't speak up, we wouldn't have got this info today.
I understand it must have taken you so much courage to finally stand and expose Vare's arse. Oh yeah, and I do want to apologise for whatever the heck I did back in 2021, because if I recall correctly, I was told to ban you because you accused Vare of very serious things. Silencing a victim of grooming to save your friend's hide? Shock.
To save them? Partially. But also because they was definitely getting annoyed.
If I was worried about my public image, I would have made a video and publicly separated myself from everyone involved. Instead, I handled things privately for the sake of the victims.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You didn't act to save your image, because from what I've seen, you're used to getting away with everything due to your fan base, and friend group apparently, primarily consisting of children. You act in a way to keep your bestie safe from the consequences of his actions. You know, the jokes he made. The reason for this post, here, now, is to save your image. That is why there are so many inconsistencies and appeals to emotion. You're not used to being called out for your actions.
This situation is almost like adults versus negligence right now. You got Camila being very negligent about the things going on. And then you got people like Peaches over here who's taking the matter seriously as it should be taken, because you got kids in this server, you feel me?
I do want to say sorry to Crystal for seeming uninterested. My English makes it hard for me to come across the right way sometimes.
No, we are cutting this bullshit here. I am hoping at this point in my video I have proven Camila is proficient in English enough to know what a predator is, and that her actions are more than proof she did not care about the victims of VR.
Yeah, how you word that junk don't really matter at that point with the stuff you said, you know what I'm saying?
Arty. Having a mix-up with your words here and there is understandable as a non-English speaker. But actively working to hide a predator in the ways I have shown in this video is something nobody can defend you from.
And even the stuff she was saying, like, you could have misspelled that or, like, put the grammar wrong. You still said what you said. The purpose was there, bro. We saw the purpose.
I don't speak English only goes so far, especially with how long-term this has been going on. Your actions are what is being criticized, Camila. Yes, she will use this excuse again.
I was frustrated with being asked about Ver for weeks. I should have been more patient with you, and I really wasn't trying to minimize your feelings or invalidate in any way the way you or anyone else was hurt.
So, now you show a tiny glimpse of yourself. You had victims of predators coming to you about said predator, according to you, for weeks, and you kept brushing it off because it was a bother to you. Awesome. Glad to hear it. God, that was a response. This first response was a total mess and failed to address anything properly.
Hey, but that last part where she told the truth, how she was just tired of it and didn't want to deal with it, that was true. You know what I'm saying? So at least she said some truth, you know what I'm saying?
Nor be honest in any regard. Though I expected nothing less from somebody who would willfully hang around predators such as Vera or Arty. A few people took this to seem like a good response, but the public wasn't quite aware yet of all Camila's actions, like the ones I've hopefully presented in this video. Camila would later make a second response, which is just as easily torn apart as the first. The second response is equally flimsy, and in my personal opinion, comes off as more vitriolic than the first. Since this response is a lot longer, I'm gonna have to just go through parts of it, but have no fear, it'll be on screen, so let's tear this apart.
I wasn't going to address the false allegations involving me because I respect that there's a victim who has an awful time every time someone brings this issue to the spotlight again.
You know it's going to be good when it starts out calling everything false allegations, especially with the context of this video.
I know very well who I am and what I stand for. Respect and justice are what I believe in, which is why I never protect or validate any form of crime. Not even when the aggressor is somebody close to me. I want to make it clear that I never have participated and never will in any behavior.
Also, Camila can feel like she wasn't protecting someone, but when you have a victim talking to you, and then you continue to be negligent to them, and then not even that, but you ban them and don't give them a voice anymore. Even if you weren't meaning to protect dude, you were doing it. Almost like, what's it called? Accidental manslaughter or something? What is that? Where you accidentally kill somebody? You feel me? Like, you accidentally protected that dude, but you still did it.
Behavior that goes against my values.
Oh no, you misunderstand then, Camila. I'm not saying you're doing things against your values. I'm stating these are your values. You were in group chats where Veer was being sexually explicit with minors, you victim blame those who was affected by those actions, and you prioritize your fun, happy times with your predator bestie. Your value is simple. As long as you're happy, nothing else matters.
This is not the first time this issue came to light, but it is the first time it came out with the intent to twist the truth and hurt the wrong people. The first thread Crystal made about this came with
this, bro. Like, you don't have to convince me that you don't talk to Vera anymore. And it was because you realized, finally you woke up at how weird the stuff he does on the side, and even some of the stuff they did in front of you that maybe you didn't let him do at a point in your life was just too much, bro, and it was weird, and you finally kicked them out.
That intention.
You mean this is the first time your own inaction has been called out? Well, I hope my video has gone through enough of your logs to prove this hasn't been twisted in any way. Crystal is rightfully angry with your inaction and your downplaying of events. Camila has been laughing it up in her server about how she's been wrongfully... and your downplaying of events. Camila
October 22nd, October, November. Okay, this was before November. I doubt she cared. He was also always banned and never stopped being a thing.
has been laughing it up in her server about how she's been wrong.
If it was phrased the proper way, he was banned, right? In 25, he was saying he had access to it. And we know that was like whatever, because he said he didn't really care for like all the people.
Attacked, despite
and if he was lying, whatever, bro. It doesn't matter. He shouldn't have been invited
even
back.
being so callous as to laugh at the.
But between my family issues, I hate when someone brings up their own issues and stuff like that, bro, when you got stuff like this going on. Like, honestly, if it's really an issue, if it was really crazy for you, your family issues, close the server, do something, bro. If you can't moderate like you need to, and you want to be negligent, close the server, bro. Do something. You can't just stand there and let it happen, bro. All it takes is a push of a button.
Oh, she's
and you pushed the wrong button banning Crystal.
Been wrongfully attacked, despite even being so callous as to laugh at the literal proof of the fact she's endangered minors. I can't with this victim narrative.
One of the victims who did not want their name spread publicly felt forced to make a public statement after Crystal's thread leaked their personal and private information in a document they deleted. This victim, who prefers to stay anonymous, has been badly upset and negatively affected by Crystal's thread targeting me. She declares in her statement that...
Didn't Crystal say that she got permission to show that, though? Or no?
They've had my full and unconditional support.
Or them. Sorry, Crystal. Sorry.
Since day one.
Yes, Crystal.
I don't know. This is my first time meeting everyone in this thing, and my card is full. Let me delete some videos so I can continue. Yeah, like I said, I'm an outside view on all this, so this is my first time meeting everyone, just so can get in, you know.
Did
first time, third video I've watched on this drama.
Out victim B by username in their deleted thread on Artie-chan, and that was a problem on Crystal's part. However, to use a genetic fallacy like this in a way to defend yourself against the mountain of proof against your own issues is wild to me. Plus, using a victim of grooming this way makes my skin crawl. Keeping this person so close to their abuser and downplaying it the way you have to keep your best friends together, a predator and a then child, is sick.
Once again, I think Camila just didn't care and wanted to keep it negligent and just not put any effort into the situation at all.
I hope victim...
I don't know if they was deliberately protecting it or not, because I feel like if Camila was deliberately protecting, they would have banned them immediately and got them out. I think Camila was just being very negligent and through all this. And also being very weird when it was happening right in front of her face. Definitely.
This is this one day.
What saddens me more is that this problem is not and never was about me, yet Crystal's video is centered around me, using my name in the title. They claim on Twitter that it was never their intention to hurt Kami, but it feels very ill-intended despite what they say.
You want to know why it started to include you? That's because of your inaction, your insistence on being friends with child predators, your dismissal of victims, your successful attempts at keeping a victim close to her abuser for your convenience. Need I go on? It is amazing that you complain your name is rightfully being called out for all of this, yet you never say Veer's name in these first two responses, yet you will name drop Crystal in such a negative light.
A YouTuber contacted me claiming they want to learn about my side of the story and strangely asked to only do it in voice chat. Due to my primary...
I bet Camila puts blame on, like, this goes back to the like, dumb, toxic, abusive relationship, whatever. She's putting blame on the person that called out her best friend for being like that. Like, Camila just didn't want to accept it, you know? Even though at occurrences she literally saw the junk happen right in front of her eyes, she just didn't want to accept it because they was already best friends, I guess, before she realized that stuff. So it's almost like she's getting mad at Crystal for calling them out. Oh, my camera died. I gotta change the battery. In reality, your friend is just whack, and you should have realized that. And you have now because of Crystal, so you should be thanking Crystal.
Language being Spanish, I asked to do it through text. Next, this person said that if it wasn't done through voice chat, then they weren't willing to have a conversation at all. They added that they had enough information about me already and didn't need any more, meaning that they never wanted my side of the story after all. It all seemed very ill-intended on their part, and it saddens me that channels like that will probably cover this issue with misinformation while hurting the wrong people.
Well, this is where I can hop in with my own personal experience, as I am that YouTuber. I reached out to Camila to get information on her, and maybe even her side if she was so gracious to deliver it. Mind you, I already had direct access to the chat log.
Someone wanted to talk to you voice to voice. Why would you even think to accuse them of, like, trying to, like, spread misinformation? It's harder. It's easier to mess with text than it is the voice. So them inviting you to a voice one-on-one is them really trying to get down to the bottom of it.
Logs by this point between Crystal and Camila, and I knew every
And then at that point, Camila, you can just record the conversation yourself as well if you think they're gonna like just contort stuff.
everything in this video and
It's actually helping you to go into a voice
more.
call.
So I came to have
just
an
don't wanna deal
adult
with it once again.
conversation. Not to be
Once
lied
again,
to.
you don't want to deal with it being
Hey,
negligent.
I'd like to ask again if you can call about this. You can tell me and my friend covering this your side in full, or we'll have to go off what you've already posted. Children have been preyed upon, and we can't just have you texting and freezing up.
Like I mentioned yesterday, it'd be better if I could type it out. It helps me articulate my
bruh.
sentences better and help myself with a
Dang.
translator if I need it too. I think we get
This
plenty of time to
realization
talk
hit
it
me
out
that I
via
made
text,
that
plus I feel
correct
much more
Glitchtale
comfortable
again,
this
bro.
way.
I'm tired of you, your staff, and every defender you've had hide behind text. At this point, it's become clear to me that you care more about how you're perceived than the fact children got abused. You want this to be all about you, just like when you told Crystal your main problem was that Veer made a fool out of you, and not that you were sexual with children. You will either get in a call, or this conversation ends here. I'm tired of alleged adults not being able to handle confrontation about their own actions.
I believe that what Veer did was horrible and disgusting, and I don't stand by it. My priority was to
Dang.
always side with the victims. The example you're using
Dang, little rebel did they
regarding Crystal's friend of me saying I was made a fool of was me explaining how upset I was about nobody ever telling me about this issue all this time when I
Little
could have
rebel
done
speeches,
something
huh?
earlier. It happened 6 years ago, and all my friends never told me about it until a year ago when I learned it from one of the victims being brave
I haven't listened to what Camila's saying right now. Goodness, let me focus.
enough to speak to me about it. I've never had any involvement in what he did, and I wish I banned him sooner. Looking back with a cool head, of course, I wish I could have done better, but under all the pressure, not only from this, from IRL issues, I made mistakes, he's banned now, and something like that will never happen again. I was 100% willing to talk to you via text, as I can articulate my words better this way, and talk to you on even ground. I'm saddened to hear that you'd prefer to not have both sides to a story that's been twisted and directed at people that did not want to be involved in the first
Camila, you be live streaming in English, bro. What you mean on even ground, bro? Just talk. Just talk.
place.
That is blatantly untrue. I have seen your communications with Crystal regarding both Veer and Artie, and you shamed Crystal on both situations.
By the way, don't go to Camila's live stream and throw hate and shade, bro. We don't know for sure if she's changed or not now, bro.
If you cared about the victims of abuse, you would not have let Veer into the server and
that's
gave him
from me.
access
That's
to
from me.
24 people, including minors. At least one, to my knowledge, already been a victim. You said you would not have cared if Veer dated the whole mod squad, a crew including minors. So, thank you for your time. I've seen...
Yo, Camila had to be like shaking her boots when you heard that junk. That's tough. Bringing up that from the past, bro. After you just now made a decision to kick someone out. That's tough. That's tough. But that's why you should have got into a call with them, man. She was scared, though. She was scared.
Other written responses you've made. I don't need more. I even came back to you later offering for you to speak to Spanish translators, and you also turned that down too. This time saying you're too sick and busy. I guess you were too busy.
Nah, she's scared. She's scared, and she's still continuing to be negligent on the
Busy
situation.
playing League of Legends with Veer. Well, no, I have seen your messages in your Discord server, and I know full well that you were in.
The second anyone contacts
Well,
you, block
no,
on site. That's what I plan on doing. I'm blocking everyone as we speak. Yeah, I had someone DM me on Twitter. You guys are not part of this. We just talk about GT lore in here. Oh, goodness. This is your solution, Camila? This is your solution?
Seen your messages in your Discord server, and I know full well that
I'll do the same on my side and just block anyone annoying. It's really not worth my time. It never was. You never thought it was worth your time, ever. Ever in a single day did you think it was worth your time. You never gave it any time. Just being negligent.
you were intentionally avoiding me. I knew you were full of shit, Camila, which is why I didn't bother talking to you any further. You chose to lie to me. Spinning this into some kind of woe is me isn't gonna fly here. You lied and continue to lie.
Peaches is hurt. Peaches is going deep in it, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving, like I said, the unbiased view of it, you know what I'm saying? Personally, all in all, I think Camila's just being negligent. And I think that quote she takes from her mom, she takes to the heart, where she says, like when she said to Crystal, I think she already accepted it into her mind, where she said online friends aren't as close as IRL friends. She already accepted that before she even told Crystal about it. And she's probably always been treating online friends like this, where when she has the time to talk and she wants to give it energy, she does. And if it doesn't, or it's not something she wants to get into, she leaves it out of the way, being negligent about it.
Hell,
And like I said, 5 months ago, she may have finally made the decision that this dude is weird. Get him out of your life, you know what I'm saying, after having your little reunion you did or whatever on League of Legends.
Even to the point you directly
So now you can change, you feel me? But I'm still seeing if that happens.
lied to me when I asked you for Veer's information to make a police report. How long was Camila with Veer?
I think they were together 4 or 5 years.
You dated
That's
Veer for
long.
multiple years and you were friends with him on Facebook. Pretending you don't have any information whatsoever is a fat lie. Disgusting.
I mean, she may not have the address if he actually be hopping houses. But we also know Camila's not the type to leak that type of stuff. She would never tell you that type of stuff. Never. Never would Camila tell you that type of stuff. Because she already had an issue with stuff getting leaked from Crystal.
Final add-on, Camila has made yet another response on her YouTube community tab after I made tweets calling out her
I think Camila has learned her lesson, learned literally anything, literally laughing up the whole situation where she actively defended a predator. Classic. Dang.
distasteful and apathetic responses to the situation in her Discord community. Things like her mocking her endangerment of minors, the inevitable videos on her, like this one, and her instructing her staff to block any minor
She's still doing stuff like this in 2022.
The situation in her Discord community. Things like her mocking her endangerment of minors, the inevitable videos on her, like this one, and her instructing her staff to block anyone asking questions. Since I made the tweet, she then made a response to sound more sympathetic, and many people so far thinks it's a good response. It isn't. It instead has a lot of the same lies in it that the other responses have. So, since it's a lot of the same, I'll give you a quick rundown as I don't want this video to start retreading the same ground over and over again. So Camila goes on to continue to lie about the-
Nah, Peaches, you've done a good job of not, like, you know what I'm saying, backtracking. There was one point I called out, but that was really it. Everything's been flowing pretty nice so far.
Timeline goes on to tell us why she dropped Veer like a bag of rocks on November 6th.
I thought that since he knew my mistake stemmed from trying to help him, the situation would at least prompt him to come out and say the truth, that he's the one responsible for all these acts, and he's been emotionally manipulating me and just hiding behind me so I'd receive all the bullets for him. But
manipulating you? Maybe on y'all ones-to-ones talk. Hiding behind you? Most definitely.
that never happened. I thought he'd come out and own up to it all to clear things up in public, but he allowed this to fester and stayed radio silent, fully knowing how complicated my situation is in real life right now and fully knowing...
Although he stayed radio silent, I feel like you still negligent to the people trying to ask you for help. You should have been radio
how
aware.
much this was affecting me physically and emotionally.
Them,
I
the
took too
victims.
long to realize that it was not what a friend would do, and it took me longer to accept that he wasn't one.
So,
I do think she accepted that he wasn't a friend. I will say that. And that's kind of where my mind's at right now. I'm on the edge right now. I think the 5 month where she played the League of Legends, Camila realized and cut him out. I do think that happened. I do. However, we cannot put aside how negligent Camila is and has been. And honestly, she passed the 3 strike for being negligent. I ain't gonna cap with you. She's definitely confirmed negligent. I don't think you're gonna save me from thinking of you like that. But you can save me from thinking of you that you keep your friends like that.
Camila straight up admits a lot in this post to the fact Veer was her best friend, even after knowing what he did. I mean, we all know this by now, considering she was active in Skype chats from 2015, was confronted in 2020, still played League with him until the week before this response, etc. My point instead comes from the fact that Camila is so self-centered that she could be best friends with a self-admitted nonce who has preyed on kids. Yet she thinks he's immoral when Veer doesn't stick his neck out for her? This is absolutely disgusting, and it only further cements in my mind that Camila has zero morals. Camila admitted to the world that she didn't drop a child predator because he preyed on several kids. Camila dropped him because he wouldn't fix her public relations. By the way...
Oh, dang, hold up. She just hit that apology in a whole new perspective I didn't even think about.
The reason why I'm not going over this response isn't because it's good, but because it's literally the same lies that was in the first 2 other responses. We ain't doing a Groundhog Day, people. But, TLDR, the whole response is shit. All she does is pretend to be the victim and doesn't speak about Artie or the fact that they try to slander Crystal or anything like that. It's just dumb fuckery all over, and I hate it. I could go on more about Camila's mod team or Camila herself small...
December 3rd.
All over.
December 3rd. This was
And I hate
around
it.
the same time the apology happened. November 18th. Okay.
Go on more about Camila's mod team.
Oh, and her mod team be going crazy as well.
or Camila herself's small act.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I don't see Camila in this though. This was like a mod team type thing. But this was in December.
Of apathy during the situation.
A bit of creepy and twisted pattern here. Camila, no adult staff can be trusted in.
I honestly believe what I've shown you guys is already enough to show you who she is. Camila.
How did you get in that friend group? Like, how did you get that friend group where there were so many predators in it? Like, y'all got a Discord together or something? Like, where there's just straight predators? Y'all just all grouped together? Is that too far? Is that too? Am I going too far? Too much smoke on Camila?
Amoral predator defender
I'm just saying it's crazy
who has proven time and again that she will not do what is right for the children around her. So, Camila, I have one final thing to say to you. You're a dumb cunt.
Well, guys, that was the end of the movie. Link down in the description to Peach's channel. No one show hate or spite at all if you're from my community. They did their thing. They really broke things down here, something that no one would do. They showed light to a situation that needed to be shown light on. You know what I'm saying? Whatever opinion you want to have of Camila is what you'll have, but you need to respect this gosh dang video. Leave a like, show it all the way through, or show some love, and watch it all the way through in the background and give them the ad revenue. You know what I'm saying? Because they need some support. You feel me? They did their gosh dang thing. Shout out to Leo as well. That boy came through with the rockets. I'm gonna let this play though because I'm saying it's still part of the video credits. That's it. Yeah. Alright, and let me say this as well. My thoughts on Camila after all this, bro. Confirmed negligent. Confirmed shouldn't have a Discord channel. Confirmed. Helping to hide a predator, whether it was intentional or not, that junk did happen, I must say. And you got one strike for letting them stay in the Discord, and then now you have officially kicked them out. You know what I'm saying? A strike 2 may come. For me personally, Camila is confirmed negligent. Is that good enough for me to stop reacting to them? I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it. I'll leave my reactions up for now. But this is their step 2. This is Camila's step 2. This stuff ain't over with. And you wonder why it takes years and years and why it keeps coming back. And you saw Camila wondering the same thing. Like, why the freak can y'all not just get over it? It's because she doesn't answer to any of it. So it's going to keep coming up. You know what I'm saying? Negligent, like I said. So this is step 2 for me, honestly. Step 2. If this man gets back in the server, keep your eyes out, keep your ears out. Check the live stream. I started live streaming League of Legends. Was that man in there? Do y'all know? Y'all know the voice? Check it now, y'all. If you watching Peaches, if you watching, check that mother sucker. If I see this man Veer pop up again, any near way or any type of predator near in way with Camila, it's wraps. The Glitchtale reactions are gone. And to my audience personally, I mean, I'm talking to you the whole way through, of course. If you are upset and you want to say, I know someone did say this, and I don't, you know what I'm saying, I'm not mad at you for saying it, but you said sometimes you gotta separate the art from the artist. I disagree with that, because the art is what provides the artist with the money and the currency to continue what they're doing. What is their art giving them? A fan base, a community. What are they doing with that community? You've seen what's happening in the community, how they ain't even protecting that community. So why would I support something like that? Hold on. Y'all, this is kind of funny, bro. I'm looking for the Discord for Glitchtale. I can't find it. Did Camila delete that junk? If she did, good for her, bro. Because it's like I said earlier, if you can't manage that junk, if you're gonna make a Discord, manage it. And if you can't manage it, do something, you know what I'm saying? One of the options I said was delete that motherfucker altogether, bro. If she actually deleted it, bro, hey, I'm gonna give some respect, bro. Because it don't need to exist if she can't control that junk. And yeah, I mean, at that point, we ain't supporting the Discord at that point, right? I mean, she's just literally an animation channel, and that's it. Yeah. I'm not gonna support anyone or anyone's well-being or livelihood if they ain't a good person. It's as simple as that. So, and if you see me doing it with someone, call me out so I can get the heck out of there, fella. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I'll be out right there. Iffy jiffy, my boy. That's it for my reaction to this whole thing. It's not gonna be edited too much. courtesy of Peaches, honestly. You made this video flow beautifully. I don't feel like I need to edit anything, switch anywhere. And also, first off, shout out to Oranges as well. I mean, he did his thing with all the presentation and stuff. He didn't finish the job though. Peaches definitely finished the job, and that's no disrespect to Oranges, you feel me? Oranges got me into this, you know what I'm saying? Much love to them as well. Peaches finished the job for sure. Good stuff, bro. I'm actually gonna subscribe. I don't like drama stuff at the end of the day, y'all. I feel like I need to get my 2 cents on this though, since I am literally reacting to this person's videos. That being Camila Cuevas. I feel like I need to get my input on this, bro. I'm not gonna just be an oblivious reaction channel, just reaction over whatever's popping off, you feel me? It's not gonna be me. We're gonna be responsible about it, because at the end of the day, in this life, bro, we only have our memories and joy, happiness, and whatever it may be. If someone's memories are being tarnished by someone I'm watching, GG, you're done. Get out of my life. Keep it divine. Love you all. Have a good day or night. Stay safe. If y'all got a problem, bruh, shoot, come to me, motherfucker. What's good? Is this community this deep in the hole? Do y'all need a guider? Y'all need a guardian angel? Or go to Peaches, bro. They know what they talking about. If anyone's asking for anything weird like this, bro, don't do it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Camila, please stop being gosh dang negligent, bro. Do something. Do something. And it wouldn't have got this far or lasted this long. Simple. Alright, I'm out, guys. For real this time. For real. Sorry. This is just such an important topic, bro. It's really flown in my mind, bro. It's almost like I'm inspired to speak on it, bro. Keep it divine. Love you all. Have a good day or night. Stay safe, bro. And peace. This is gonna be a short reaction video, guys.
Videos, body pillows, which yes, I am going to talk about because I refuse to be silenced on this platform.